All right, hello wine drinking people. Today is Friday, the 18th of July. We're halfway through the month and we've got some great drinking left to do. We just did our Penfolds Grange tasting here in the store, previewing the new release, the 2009 vintage. This is Australia's top wine, created by Max Schubert in the early 50s, and they've only had 3 or 4 winemakers since then. You know, we've had Peter Gago, the current winemaker, in at Cafe Maxx to do an event with us just a couple of years ago, and we've also had the winemaker before that, John Duvall, and both of these guys, incredible speakers. And John credited with creating the RWT, the red wine trial. That is kind of like Grange's, well, they use French oak instead of American oak, but still top-level Shiraz, and the St. Henri, which I call Grange's alter ego, which is the top level Shiraz aged in neutral large oak. So these 3 iconic wines we're going to be showing, not just the current release, but an older vintage, because there's a lot of people out there don't feel like Australian wines age all that well. Well, let me tell you, the wines of Penfolds age gracefully for decades, especially Grange. We always show you 3 vintages of Grange. In addition to the current release, you're going to get 1998, one of my favorite vintages of Grange, rated 98 points from both the Wine Spectator and from Robert Parker. And we're going to show you a vintage from the 80s. This is why you pay big money for a wine, because you can keep it in your cellar for 2 or 3 decades or more. And hey, and because it comes in a beautiful fancy box like this too, which, hey man, for that price, they should have moved Grange into a box like this several vintages ago when they went to universal pricing. And now the new release, priced at the same level as your first growths of Bordeaux, $699 a bottle. Hey, at least you don't have to pay for it in advance on futures before you get it. You can wait until the Grange arrives, but you know, you should not pass from this earth without trying Australia's greatest wine, if you have the means to. And hey, at $295, which is what we're charging for this dinner. Wait a minute, did I just say the Grange was $699? Wait, we're going to be showing this, 2 other vintages of Grange, and RWT, St. Henri, and also the Kalimna Shiraz, in addition to some other wines. We got a 5-course tasting menu. Hey, we're serving you foie gras because that is one of my favorite things to have with Shiraz. Most people think of sauternes, but rich red wines like Shiraz go very well with foie gras as well. So, hey, we're giving you an incredible meal. The only thing you got to pay extra is tax and tip. And hey, we're not even tipping you on the charging you tip on the whole amount. So this is an incredible deal, one of the greatest values in any event that we do. Usually it sells out. We still have a few seats left for this one. It's going to be limited to 18 people, so we want a very small, intimate group for this one in the back room at Cafe Maxx. Andy Penfolds, myself, will be presenting the wines. Trust me, I've been doing this every year now for over a decade. I know the wines of Penfolds like the back of my hand and love them, and I'm happy to be sharing with you, so check it out, everything we're going to be serving on Friday, the 27th of July. I'm your host, Andrew Lamposoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.